Can you think of a specific time that it was the community that held you accountable rather than the software, the hardware, the Peloton ecosystem itself?
I could point to one point when when I lost my mom in December 2021. I shared my journey with what I was going through, so other people who was going through something similar, they understood that they were not alone. And the community held me accountable. So somebody hit me up and said, hey, jump on this ride. It was an AT ride. And, it was just lost my mom. I just flew back home from Houston to the Bay Area. And I jumped on the ride and I got a shout out. It was like AT knew what I was going through because it was like a 30-second shout out. And I almost, I cried and I needed that. And I'm just like okay, who reached out to AT and told him, but it was just, and they in my group just held me accountable, because I was about to spiral because, you lose a parent, it's just something that you just can't really grasp, so yeah.
Wow. That's infinitely more powerful than any challenge or streak or blue dot or anything.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Really, really, really special. Yeah. Wow. And it's stayed in the memory for that long. It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the best. John, how about yourself?
I remember when we first got our bike, I was scared of everything about it. I was scared of the leaderboard. I was scared. I was intimidated. I would just, I'd go on the schedule and I would join a live class just to see who was on there, but I wouldn't clip in and start pedaling.
Wow. Okay.
I was very just intimidated by everything, such a fear, and I don't even know how to explain where that fear comes from. But when I started riding with Jen Sherman, which was pretty early on, I remember posting in her. And I'd never really done more than a 30-minute ride. For some reason, I was scared to do longer than that, like a 45 or a 60-minute. And I remember posting in her group, I really want to do this 60-minute 80s ride, but I'm really nervous to do 60 minutes.
That was going to be live?
No, it was on demand.
Okay.
No, still wasn't doing live yet. But I was really nervous, and I put that out there. And they said, and just lots of comments of encouragement. Don't worry about it. And it was a blast. It flew by, and I love that genre of music. But really, that's where you have that community, that support to get you through it. And really, so much of it is just in my head, making it so much out worse than it really is, and it's not bad at all. But yeah, back then it was everything I was scared about. Now I love, to ride live. I love the longer classes. It's just looking back at the progress, the arc. Yeah. Of where I've come, it's kind of cool.
Having the leaderboard right in front of you, seeing there's all these people live at the exact same time you're working out, it's magical. And there were so many people who would post their stories on Facebook, and it was really motivating to see people who might be going through health crisis or other things. I particularly remember Paige at the time was going through cancer, and she got on the bike every single day, even though she was going through chemo. And it kind of made me feel like, what excuses could I possibly have to not exercise? And exercise makes me feel better, but I didn't feel that motivation to get on the bike until I found Peloton, and seeing other people made me keep coming back. That's the difference.